Hey everyone, how we doing today? So this is the it's Monday after the Wyndham Championship, and Brant Snedeker won this week, and he won with some pretty amazing putting. Now, if you were able to watch any of the tournament, or you've watched Brant Snedeker putt in the past, you would notice that he has a very unorthodox putting stroke. Okay, so like what he does is not something that you see very many people on tour or anywhere doing, okay? His tempo is really quick, he's very aggressive with his putts, and he has kind of a shorter, stabbier looking putting stroke. And so what does that mean for you? Well, what that means is that there is obviously more than one way to skin a cat, and there are lots of different ways that you can be incredibly effective on the golf course. And so this video is going to be about, kind of how he putts and how that relates to you, right? So I got my cup here. Let's grab a couple of golf balls. And what we're going to do is we're going to hit a few putts to the cup. And the first one it's going to be very similar to Brant Snedeker and how he putts. So he gets a pretty narrow stance, gets really close in there, and then just kind of real short and pops it, right? So that was a little too hard, but try it again. Gives it a nice little pop, right? Which is very different than, say, a guy like David Toms, who won a PGA championship, beat Phil Mickelson coming on the stretch to win a PGA championship, who has a much longer, slower, softer putting stroke. And then you have someone like, say, Tiger Woods, who has a more conventional stroke, but has a little bit of a pop through it. And so, a guy like Tiger Woods takes the putt back an appropriate distance and then kind of controls the speed from there with his hands. He kind of has a more aggressive little pop into the ball. So now what does all that mean to you? Again, like I stated earlier, there's more than one way to skin a cat. And so you don't have to have a mirror image of, say, Zach Johnson, or say Jim Furyk, or say Brant Snedeker, or Tiger Woods, or someone else who's putting really good this year, like really, really good, like Phil Mickelson. You don't have to mirror them to be effective and very good on the putting green, okay? You just need to do a few things very well. Most importantly is you need to be able to get the ball online immediately. And you need to be able to do that very, very consistently. So how do you do that? How do you get the putt started on the right line? You need to match up your putter face with your path. And that just comes from a little bit of practice, okay? So figure out, work on matching up your putter face and path together. And again, your path doesn't have to be perfect, and your putter face and impact doesn't have to be perfectly square. What it means is they need to match up so that you can get the ball online. And the key is getting the ball online as often as you can. So for someone like me, I know what I do, and I know exactly what's going to happen when I putt. I know my tendencies. I know that my putter face likes to close down a little bit more in impact. So because of that, the ball is going to want to sometimes start a little left and break a little bit more to the left on right to left putts. Conversely, on left to right putts, it's going to want to stay a little bit straighter. And I know that, so that's a tendency for me. Okay? But the key is, again, making sure you can get the ball on the right line. So we bring these balls back. And I had this conversation with someone this week, okay? And they were saying, Tyler, I hate... Sorry, someone's trying to call me. They said, Tyler, I hate straight putts from 7 or 8 feet. 7, 8, 9, 10 feet. They hate them. I'm no good at it. And I said, well, that's fine and dandy. But the best way to handle a straight putt from like 7 or 8, 9 feet is to find a blade of grass or something to putt over, right? Or a reference point that's like right in front of your ball. And you can kind of aim off that little reference point, right? So if I'm putting, I see this little stone here, and I'm like, all right, well, if I want to make this putter give it a good chance to go in, I got to start it right inside that little stone, little pebble. And so it's a whole lot easier to quote unquote make the shot, make the putt from here to here, knowing that if I make it from here to here, there's a really good chance of going in right there, right? So we'll set up, we'll hit the putt. And so we hit the cup right, didn't go in the exact center like we were hoping, but by using that little reference point, we're able to get the putt on line a little bit better, match up. And I don't know why I keep getting phone calls, but I do. And so, anyways, that's about all I got for you. Again, I want to make a quick little video on Brian Snedeker. Again, that's how he's very effective. He's got that short poppy stroke, and again, he likes using reference points so he can get the ball online right away and make more putts. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you later.